All right, let's just jump right in. I want you to imagine this. You wake up, you open your laptop, and by the time you're done for the day, you've created a totally complete, stunning animated story, right from scratch. We're not talking about a fancy studio or needing some kind of animation degree. Nope, just you and a few seriously powerful AI tools. And the best part? You can do it all for free. Today, we're going to break down exactly how that's possible.
And this right here, this is the core promise. We're talking about AI characters that you design just using words, voiceovers that sound completely human, and scenes that have a real cinematic feel. This isn't some science fiction idea anymore. It's a real practical toolkit that's available to creators right now.
But let's be honest, this is the real question, isn't it? It's one thing to make something that looks cool, but it's a whole other ballgame to actually build an income from it, to get that financial independence that, let's face it, a lot of us are chasing. And that, right there, is exactly what this whole explainer is about.
So I want you to think of this less like a simple tutorial and more like a blueprint. We're not just going to learn how to make a video, we're building a brand that can generate real income, maybe even while you sleep.
By the time we're done here, you're going to walk away knowing 3 crucial things. First, you'll get the entire creative process, from that first little spark of an idea to the final animated video. Second, you'll know the exact free tools that the pros are using. And, most importantly, you'll have a clear, actionable strategy to turn your creations into a reliable source of income.
So, where do we even begin? Well, before you touch a single piece of software, it all starts with the story. The best creators out there know that technology is just a tool. The real magic, it's in crafting an idea that connects with your audience on an emotional level.
The absolute key is relatability. Just think about the stories that really resonate deeply in India. Themes of chasing a dream, overcoming some huge struggle, the triumph of the underdog. Your story needs to have that human core. It could be about anything, achieving financial freedom, pursuing a passion, as long as it feels real and authentic.
And I can almost hear you thinking this right now. And hey, that's a totally fair thought, but here's the really good news. You don't have to be a writer anymore. AI tools like DeepSeek or ChatGPT can literally be your co-writer. They can generate cinematic script ideas in seconds. All you have to do is provide the emotional direction, and the AI does all the heavy lifting. Pretty cool, right? Okay, so you've got a solid script in your hands. Now it's time for the really fun part, creating your cast of characters. This is where we take the words from your story and start giving them a face, a unique look, and even a voice.
Understanding your toolkit here is absolutely crucial. So, for the story concept itself, you're using an AI writer like DeepSeek. Then, for the character visuals, you can turn to an awesome image generator like Leonardo AI. And for that perfect, crisp voiceover, a text-to-speech tool like Dubdub AI is your go-to. See? Each tool has a very specific job to bring your vision to life.
And hey, here's a quick pro tip that makes a huge, huge difference. To make your animation look really professional, your character has to look the same from one scene to the next, right? Well, using the consistent character mode in a tool like Google AI Studio is the secret sauce to getting that movie-like consistency.
All right, now this is where the magic really happens. We've got our script, we've got our characters, we've got our voiceovers. Now let's put it all together and actually bring our story to life.
Just take a second to think about this. Traditionally, creating even a few seconds of animation was this incredibly labor-intensive process. It would take whole teams of artists weeks, sometimes even months, to get it done.
And this is the revolution that we're living through right now. That exact same process can now be done in minutes, from your own laptop, using an animation tool like Kling AI. I mean, it's just an incredible leap forward in efficiency and accessibility for everyone.
The workflow itself is actually surprisingly simple. First, you just upload your character images and let the AI work its magic on the facial expressions and lip syncing. Then, you pull those animated clips into a free editor like CapCut. And finally, you add that last layer of polish with music and captions, and boom, you're done. It's a really clear 4-step process.
Okay, so you've created your masterpiece. Now this is where we pivot. We're going to move from being a creator to being an entrepreneur. It's time to launch your work into the world and build a system that can actually make you money.
And AI's usefulness doesn't just stop at making the video. You can use it to build your entire YouTube presence. ChatGPT can write you SEO-optimized titles and descriptions. Leonardo AI can design your logo and banner. It's basically your all-in-one branding assistant.
So, what's the real potential here? What are we looking at? Well, with just a few viral hits, channels that are using this exact method are seeing this kind of monthly income. This isn't just a daydream. It's a realistic target for anyone who applies these strategies consistently.
So, how do you actually get there? The key is to diversify your income streams. YouTube AdSense is really just the beginning. You can go after brand sponsorships, you can sell your script templates to other creators, or you could even offer your skills as an AI video creator on platforms like Fiverr. The trick is not to rely on just one single path to your income goal.
If you take away just one thing from all of this, let it be this simple but incredibly powerful equation. The heart of your success is going to be combining that relatable human emotion with this cutting-edge technology. That right there, that's the formula for unstoppable growth in this space. So, don't just watch this, go act on it. All the tools are right there at your fingertips, and so many of them are free to get started with. Your first animated story is so much closer than you think. The only question left is, what story are you going to choose to tell?